Good evening, good evening. Lady Sunshine 64, how are you? Let me get everything adjusted here. Can you hear me okay? We'll give everybody a moment to pop in. How's your day going so far? Can you hear me okay? What's going on, Vicky 75? Socks only. How's your shoulder today? Chris Amaro, what's up, my brother? Leanne B, how are you doing, Miss Burley? How is your asthma? Have you had any more issues? What's up, buddy? Miss Leanne had some pretty interesting things happen that we were able to help her out with. How have you been, Leanne? We haven't touched base in a while. So if you would, I would appreciate if you shared it with all the people that you love. Awesome. So everything that we talked about on day number 1 in 14 minutes, is everything still going well from that conversation? I expect it to be. Let's see. Get a little feedback from you. While you're trickling in there. So most everyone on here currently is what's up, Miss Dina? Everyone on currently is we are all into relationship. I do good when I remember to eat my kiwi. Don't forget, I empower you to retain that. So hey champ, how are you? So my name is Brian Johnson. Welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is tonight number 2 since we've been back from vacation that I have started kind of getting back into doing some more training. Diggity 62, what's going on? So tonight we're going to switch gears a little bit because yesterday we kind of spoke about some food. We were able to resolve some issues for multiple people that were on the call last night from thyroidism. Paz, welcome Concrete Kid. We were able to really knock out some hypothyroidism, which is anger with mom. We had some shoulder issues that we were able to work through. So we had an amazing night last night. If you missed it last night, it went off 24 hours just a few minutes ago. Amazing class. And tonight will probably more than likely be just as amazing because that's just kind of how they go. So my gift to you is tonight we're going to talk about 3 things specifically that I have found to be most important to being successful in any area of your life. Okay, what's going on, Felicia? So welcome. I'm looking forward to serving you with this information. If you would like to take notes, I highly encourage you to do so. I highly encourage you to get some water. You'll see me drinking water throughout our little chat here. And really what I'm doing right now is I'm going to share with you what I've invested a lot of money in over the years, from coaching and seminars and classes and education pieces, stuff I've learned on my own, stuff I've learned in my masterminds, and have had some very high level people share information with me that I'm going to share with you tonight for free. Like, I'm going to share with you 3 things that if you use them and you apply them, your life will change. What's going on, David Pride? So a lot of new faces on here. The best way for y'all to connect with me is to go to thinkgreatloseweight.com. That is our website. Come see me there and you can connect with me on all my social media feeds. And I'm grateful for you stopping by. There's a lot of new faces and I'm always grateful for my old faithful, all my nice little friends and family that always support and we get to share amazing information. What's up, Miss Lori? So if there's anything that you would specifically like me to cover, go ahead and shoot me a question. I'll jot it down while we're talking. Oh, awesome. What's going on, Dave? I appreciate you stopping by, brother. Max12347, welcome. So my goal is to have us wrapped up and out of here by 8:30. I don't like to take a lot of time. I like to make a good, solid investment with you and share some things with you and then open it up for questions. What's up, Ahmad? So I know how to best help you. Left hip pain, not understanding how to move forward and do receiving with feminine nature, mom, or emotionally. So, all right, so let's get to going here. So here's your 3 things, okay? And these are in order. In order for you to be successful, the first thing, who do you listen to? Who do you get information from? What's up, brother? It's good to see you, man. Good to see you back. So who do you get your information from? Because I don't care who you are. Everybody has an opinion about something. And the way I like to say it as is, opinions are kind of like buttholes. Everybody has one, just some people's are a little bit different and some people stink a little bit worse, right? That's my way of remembering it. So what I'm inviting you to consider is making sure that you narrow down who you seek counsel from to people that have what you desire, that are doing the things that you would love to do. Sean Henderson, what's up, buddy? A school director looking to have me speak how to address this. Yeah, we can talk about all that. But who do you get your information from? Because how many of you, I've got a question for you. How many of you have played the game probably when you were in elementary, more than likely? Like, I'm 38, I'm not sure. We're probably all within at least 10 years of each other. How many have played the game where someone whispers something and then the next person whispers it to the next person, and by the time it gets 2 or 3 people down, it's already off track? That happens all the time in wisdom and knowledge that it's called telephone. Perfect. Welcome, Marlene. That happens a lot. And if you're not getting your information from a master and someone who is living this stuff, and I'm not talking about just health and wellness, I'm talking your finances, I'm talking your spiritual walk with God or universe, whatever it is that you desire, having a coach is extremely important. But most importantly, it's who is your coach? Where are you getting this information from? Flex. So that's number one. So what I would invite you to do is to maybe jot down some notes and say, okay, who is my person that I go to for money information? Who is the person I go to about career or about health? And create your mastermind. Your mastermind is your select group of people that you can go to and get information that you know is solid and sound based off of these people are experiencing this and that's what's going on. All of that stuff. Okay, so that's number one. Who do you listen to? Okay. Number two, what is your teachability index? This is what that means. If someone is not teachable and open-minded, their ability to move forward is like next to zero. So here's the thing. Thank you, Ahmad. So the way to figure this, got it, is think about a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being amazing, 100%. Welcome, Clyde. Okay? 10 being 100%. Teachability index. There's been times when I've had like a 2 or a 3. I didn't want to learn. For some reason, I had conditioned myself to do that. Welcome, Victoria. Also, now, at this point in my life, and for quite some time now, I have been at a 10, meaning I love to learn. I am completely open-minded and willing to listen to someone share some information with me that may be completely outside of my box, may be completely outside of my normal way of filtering and understanding information. Welcome, Avnish. So what I'm inviting you to consider is, here's what I have for you. I have a question for you. From a scale of 1 to 10, welcome, brother, a 1 being not at all and a 10 being amazing, like 100%, where do you sit at on that chart with your teachability index? How easy is it for someone to teach you? How open-minded are you to sharing and gathering information and setting your belief systems aside so you can listen to information filter free to see if it makes sense for you? Where do you fit on that scale? Just type in a 1 or a 10 or whatever. Welcome, Sam. Wherever you're at on that scale, put a 1 through a 10. So we got a lot of new faces popping on real quick. I'm just going to give you a recap. No, I'm from Houston, bud. 8-5, that's good. All right, so the question right now is, where do you rate your scale from a 1 to 10, 10 being a 100, perfect, on a teachability index? How teachable and how coachable are you? Maybe 6, okay? Bazinga. I like that. 6. So far, here's, for those of you just joined, the first one that I presented to you. We drank from the gallon. Nice. It's important. So number 1 is, who do you listen to? Who are your coaches? Who are your mentors? Who do you go to for information to support you on your journey? That's number 1. Okay? Blue Pixel Dust, welcome. Second one is Teachability Index, 10. There you go, Clyde. That's awesome. Welcome, Carmen. All right, so number 3, and then we're going to open it up for questions. Number 3 is your training balance scale. I'm not sure who that is. Number 3 is your training balance scale, meaning, for example, like you're doing something for your career and you learn all this information, but then you don't go execute. That means your training balance scale is off. Most people will learn so much and take notes, maybe, and they never execute the information. So what I'm inviting you to consider on your training balance scale, how do you feel about your ability to receive information and execute the information immediately? How do you feel with how you're currently functioning? From a 1 to 10, 10 being amazing, 100%, and 1 being 0, unsatisfactory. Where do you feel that you are running at in that? Welcome. So for all of you that just joined, here's where we're at. The 3 things, if you master these 3 things, you're successful, soar in every area of your life. The first one is 3. Who do you listen to? Who are your coaches? Who do you gather information from? Who do you go to for support or counsel on relationships or financial wellness? I want to achieve goals that cannot be achieved. Well, you may want to start to where they're a little more realistic. That way you have belief that you can do that. Mom and dad. It's great to have moms and dads. And also to question everything. Because just because it comes from mom or dad doesn't mean it's accurate. Not to say they're not. I'm just giving you a hypothetical question. Make sure you always question everything. Prove all things and hold fast to that which is true. Yes, I appreciate that. So the third one is training balance scale. All right, so far, just to recap, and then I'm going to open it up for questions. Just had a little bicep. So 3 things, just a quick review, and then we're going to go through questions. And I'm basically going to open the floor up, which means I don't care if we talk about body language. No, you didn't miss it. I don't care if we talk about nutrition, disease reversal, whatever y'all want to throw on the table. I'm here to support you. Can I see you? No, I can't. I can see your message, but I can't see your face. 3 things, and then we're done, and I'm going to open it up for questions. So who do you listen to? That's your first one. Number 2 is Teachability Index. And number 3 is Training Balance Scale. What's up, Hazy? All right, so now it's all about you. I've delivered the content that I had planned that I think would be of interest to you. 3 skills: wanking, sitting down, and ripping paper. Got to have those too. So what questions, thank you, James. What questions do you have from India? Oh, awesome. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. I didn't quite get the third one. Yep, here you go, Felicia. It's training balance scale. Meaning, are you able to take new information in, that's the training part, and balance it out with executing? Meaning following through and doing the activity. Or are you stuck in getting the information, hey, and not ever executing, like, well, I need to go to another seminar, to another seminar, to another seminar because I don't think I have everything in place. How to hit my lower abs. All right, we can talk about that. Did that make sense for the person who asked me that question? How to hit my lower abs. Yeah, it's important. Your lower abs. So, and this is probably no news. This is no news for most of you. Is that abs are made in the kitchen. They're made by your diet. If you're holding abdominal fat, how do I get to Narnia? That's a good question. If you are not monitoring your macronutrients, meaning your protein, carbs, and fat, and you're not checking your body fat on a weekly basis, like 5 to 7 days, there's no way to track your data. And unless you're tracking your data, you're really just making decisions based off of Narnia fairy tales. How do you get started on which part? So, hey, all of you that just popped on, if you're looking to get further information and connect with me so that I can support you, go to thinkgreatloseweight.com, and there's my website, and then you have all your social media feeds where you can connect with me. That way I can make sure I answer your question. Micros are always in line. So what is this about? So what we just talked about was the 3 things, and if you master them, how your success will soar. Number 1 is, who are your teachers? Who are your coaches? Number 2 is your teachability index. How teachable are you? How open-minded are you? How willing are you to listen to information and execute? And then number 3 is the training balance scale. Getting the information and then also understanding when and how to execute. Well, there's a lot of mentors out there. It just depends on what your goals are and what you're trying to accomplish. Like, are you talking about a health and wellness person who does all of your mindset and all your emotional I say resurrected, but emotional transformation work, like understanding body language? Are you talking about a financial mentor? It's really the best thing to do is to get clear on what you're actually looking to have a mentor for. How do you stop people bullying? I get bullied. Well, the best thing I would do is learn some jiu-jitsu and some kickboxing. And if you're getting bullied, then somehow you're putting off some type of emotional vibration saying that I'm a victim. Sometimes I feel that I look up to too many people, and that's okay. Just make sure you're looking up to the right ones. And I don't mean that negatively. I just mean that everybody has stories, opinions, and a lot of it's opinions. It's not proven information. So just like I said, hold fast. Prove all things and hold fast to that which is true. All right. So what questions do any of you have tonight? And let's get on that route. We got about 15 minutes. No, I have no advice for that one, man. So basically, first one is receiving, second one is providing, third one is applying. Yes, that's pretty good. I have a daughter. Do I want to go to Russia? Not necessarily. I'm not too much of a fan of the cold weather. It's probably got some pretty cool stuff, though. Yeah, it seems to be, right? Do you know if the whole 30 program, what's 30 program? Anybody have any questions specifically? What about my daughter? Hey, from Australia. Sugar craves. You know, you may not be. She's out with her mom. Sugar craves. You're not eating enough food. If you're craving carbohydrates, then you're not getting enough protein, carbs, and fats and balancing that out. So if you notice that you are getting sugar cravings, that's the first place to start. Is make sure you're eating frequently enough and also up in your water. Water is important. "38 years young." Yeah, for sure. No. Best way to calculate macros is to go to, I would say, you're going to want to go to, you can go on Google and type in "catch my cradle." Catch my cradle is one. You can get that on Google, actually. And that'll help you go through and break all your macros down. Do I eat bro foods or flexible? What does that mean? Yeah. What did I miss? So, you missed a little bit of stuff, Felicia, but not too much. So here's the 3 things I talked about. And you can go back and catch a replay. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. Let's get some of these people off here that are wasting my time. I'm slowly blocking people. So if you're still being nice, you're still on. So hey, check it out. Here you go, Felicia. Genesis Pure. So Felicia, here's what I went over so far, and really I'm just opening it up for questions right now. But here's the 3 things I spoke about. Number 1 is, who do you listen to? Everybody always has a way of, Pete, of gathering information from people who may not necessarily be the most credible sources to do that. That too. And it's good to have mentors and people who have been there and done that so they can help you. Yes, I believe in fasted cardio, Marlene, for sure. And the second one, Felicia, is teachability index. Like, how teachable are you? Are you open-minded to feedback? Are you willing to take information, and are you willing to execute it in your game plan and to measure your data to see how things are working out? Teachability index is vastly important because most people are so stuck in their way of thinking that they're not open-minded to new and better ways. And when that happens, it shuts us down. It shuts our growth abilities down. And the third one is training balance scale. Meaning, I have a mentor and a business partner. I'm 22. Yeah, that's good. You're very smart. 22 is a great time to start having a mentor. So congratulations on loving yourself and giving yourself some information. Old habits don't open new doors. That's right. A lot of times they may get some doors closed on you. So, all right. So, what other questions do we have? Now that I kind of got these trolls off of the line here, and I can stop being bombarded with ignorant ass questions, we can actually get down and I can share some value with you. So here's what I would like to hear from, what are my diplomas? I don't know. I got a bunch of them. I got about half of them. There's missing somewhere that I lost in my moves. My first time here, what do you do? Okay, awesome. So I am a health and wellness coach. I work with professional speakers. I work with actors. I work with people with diseases, so I am a holistic health and wellness coach. The best place for you to do is to connect with me on thinkgreatloseweight.com, and that way we can stay connected. You can go to my Facebook feeds from there. You can go to my social media feeds, and that way you can catch a lot of stuff that I do. So just so you know, I post a lot of free stuff. Like, I do a lot of free trainings. And in my opinion, humbly speaking, it's the most valuable stuff that I've ever learned. Like, if you really want to start getting into body language and understanding itches and scratches and when pains and things show up, bar none, is the most amazing information I've ever learned or experienced. And if you missed the call last night, we actually had about 4 miracles happen. What is your perspective on Anavar? Well, I've used it before in my past. It just depends on what you're trying to do. As a young lady, I would highly encourage you to be extremely cautious due to the hormone differences, but I've known a lot of people that have used it that are, females too. So my thing is, I'm not advocating anything. First off, go see your doctor before you implement anything I discuss. I take no responsibility for anything that happens to you, and I love you. Go to the doctor and get them to check it out and make sure they're checking your labs and checking your blood work. That's the smartest way to do it. Like, I'm actually 38 years young now, so I go to the doctor and they do all my tests and everything. That's the best way to go. Charcoal in tablet form of binders or powder better? It just depends on, bro. I think both of them are just as effective. The only difference with the powder versus the capsule is the capsule is going to have to break down. That's all. So we got about 8 more minutes, and I'll keep answering some questions. I'm going to put my phone up now that I kind of sit down. Bam. There we go. So is any questions? Anyone got any insomnia issues, depression issues, pains? Where is the circle for self-evaluation located? I will text message me your email, and I'll send it to you. Your thoughts on law of attraction. It exists. Why don't you flex? I am right now all the time. Law of attraction, I firmly believe that we get, what's the site name? thinkgreatloseweight.com. I firmly believe that we get what we are emotionally vibrating. Now, this is important. I'm going to expand on this, Ahmad. If you take a look around at your life, at the people, the places, the things, the circumstances, and the situations and events that are showing up, and you look at the feeling that all of those things produce, that feeling is what you or I are vibrating in our emotional body. Everything in the universe is energy, and everything in the universe is a vibration. Like gets like. Like, I can tell you this much. Back in my day when I was being ignorant and partying and doing all the dumb shit I didn't need to be doing long ago, I would always run into people who were doing exactly the same nonsense. I could run into the one person out of 4,000 people in an event that was partying and doing knuckleheaded stuff. So I know firsthand that it works, it exists, because now anytime I go anywhere, I only run into the most amazing, heart-centered, authentic people who are doing things in the world and making a difference and creating massive value. So I firmly believe that exists. I struggle at work because I drive all day. I try not to drink my calories, but is it beneficial or worse? I would say skipping a meal is your worst enemy. So having your food would be ideal. It's better than skipping, in my opinion, unless you're on some type of prove-it product like what I take, which is a ketogenic product that allows your body to skip meals and allows your body not to tap into your muscle tissue. I don't use it all the time, but like since I jacked my leg up today, I think protein shakes are important. Work with Anna. I'm assuming it's Anna. I think protein shakes are important. I think that they provide a great bridge for FedEx is killing me, bro. I think that getting the right type of protein for you is even more important. Like I highly advocate doing vegan and vegetarian proteins because of all the crap that's out with whey proteins and things like that. If you're really looking to get a really good whey protein, go see my buddy Mike Morelli at Primal Body. He has a solid whey. I'll be in contact with you more in 2016. One of my work goals is to work on my emotional intelligence. So yeah, dude, I'm on. I would start using our digital programs, man, and you can start listening to those while you're driving down the road. So for all of you that are on the call still, we have a body language digital series. We have a nutrition empowerment digital series. We'll talk about that, Rachel. We have an emotional breakthrough digital series. We have a grocery store knowledge digital series, all on our website, thinkgreatloseweight.com. The information is amazing. You can literally learn how to go through the grocery store and understand why kiwis reverse asthma, why you can eat the avocado seed to reverse heart disease. You know, I did a video today on shiitake mushrooms, all that stuff. So let's talk about insomnia. Wife, mom of 2 elementary, have anxiety issues and always feels exhausted. Yeah, it's emotional. The best place for all of you to do is to definitely connect with me on thinkgreatloseweight.com. That way we can further these conversations when we get off in 4 minutes. So let's talk about insomnia for a moment. Insomnia is a big one. And obviously what I found, did you start off overweight? I've been 250 pounds 3 times. Gotta head out, bro. Love you, Pete. Have a good one, bud, and be safe. Thank you for stopping by as always. I've been 250 3 different times. And I'll show you a picture here. A couple. Yeah, I have a few different ones. So let's see. I'll show you one in a second. Brian, Facebook has live feature now too. I thought about that. So maybe I'll start doing some live features on Facebook. So back to answering your insomnia question. There's a couple of things that I highly recommend. Here's some essential oil, lavender, smooth sailing. Welcome. What I also would encourage you to do is just to eat a handful of walnuts, like maybe an ounce before you go to bed. Walnuts are high in melatonin. Now, if you're trying to drop the sugars out and you're trying to keep your blood sugar levels low, Montmorency cherries is a type of cherry that actually is very high in melatonin and it helps to sleep. Now, the issue is if you're trying to drop your sugars or you're trying to drop your body fat or you're a diabetic or whatever, using the walnuts will be a better option for you because you're not going to have the sugars. So a couple of also things too that you may consider when you're talking about insomnia, like are any of you getting up between the hours of 1 and 3 a.m. or 3 and 5 a.m.? If you're getting up between 1 and 3 a.m., put 1 and 3. If you're getting up between 3 and 5, put 3 and 5. I go to bed freezing, then I have the night sweats, then I wake up normal. What helps with that? Sounds like some maca root. M-A, which one? Yes, which one, Rachel? Maca root, M-A-C-A, 1 and 3. Okay. I'm going to let everyone else filter in. I'm about to trip you out with some information. Expand your hours. So, okay, so you got all hours. Okay. We'll wait for 1 and 3. Okay, James. 3 to 5. All right. 5 a.m. sometimes before my alarm for training. Okay. All right. So check it out. Welcome, Mac. The first thing to consider is Our body in Chinese medicine runs like a clock, and every hour or a group of hours is when the energetics or the energy to a certain meridian runs. Like, for example, your liver runs between 1 and 3 a.m. Now, here's the cool part. Now we're going to start talking about body language. And hey, it's 8:30. Are y'all cool? Are y'all cool if I carry on for a little bit and share this with you? If you are, I'll keep rolling. Yes? All right, let's do this. Please do. You got it. All right, so 1 and 3 a.m. is when our liver meridian runs. Here's the important part. It also has an emotional counterpart. For example, the liver runs from 1 to 3 a.m. and it is representative of resentment. Okay? If you have resentment, or you are waking up from 1 to 3 a.m. and don't think you have resentment, you have resentment. That's okay. Here are some things you can do. First off, giving yourself permission to forgive whomever it is you have resentment towards will be your first step if you're truly looking to resurrect or transmute that emotional energy. And this is what I teach people how to do. Now, the next thing you can do, and this is all body language, so those of you watching me scratch, it looks like I'm digging in my nose. This is all I will. Your whole digestive system is most active during sleep. Awesome. So, the second thing you can do is you can start taking some stuff called milk thistle. It is a herb for our liver that is highly effective. I prefer to use the name brand called Gaia Herbs. It's spelled G-A-I-A, Gaia Herbs, milk thistle. If you take that stuff and you're waking up from 1 to 3 a.m., I have heard amazing stories by my clients that I put them on it and they said it helps them immensely. Man, my nose is, maybe that's what I need. You know what it is? That's why my nose keeps going off, because I'm talking about resentment. Interesting. So that's all body language. So all of you know there's a lot of new faces on here. My body is scratching all over the place because I busted my cab up today because I've got some emotional things going on, and now I'm sitting here talking about resentment in 1 and 3, and I'm scratching my nose off my face. So yes, I require some milk thistle too. That's the beauty of body language. So this is I will, this is I can. I will, I can, I will, I can. Yeah, very important. It's essential. Okay, we got insomnia. So now let's talk about the hours of 3 to 5 a.m. Okay? So 3 to 5 a.m., just like 1 to 3 is our liver, which is resentment. My palm itches. That means I can handle this, whatever palm it is, Mac. I can handle this. I can handle what I'm doing, or I can handle what I'm receiving. Now, did you scratch the top or did you scratch your palm? Palm is about you. This is about others. Female side is left, right side is male. So let me know which one it was. I'll give you some more feedback. So back to 3 and 5. Palm, right hand or left? Probably right. 3 to 5 a.m. is when our lung meridian runs. Now, lung meridian is about fear, or is about survival. So if you're waking up between 3 and 5 a.m., that means you're thinking, or your subconscious is chewing on or emotionally invested in the thought pattern of survival. Here are some things you can do. Like, have any of you ever seen a Bach flower? It's a little liquid bottle. It's a liquid bottle. And here's the one I would suggest to get. I would suggest to get Rescue Remedy. It is a flower essence. There's basically 4 flowers in it, and it's extremely potent because it helps to calm down our emotional body. And if you're having anxiety, first thing to consider, anxiety is a root of fear. How awesome, Anna. Anxiety is a root from fear. And until you acknowledge and recognize why the fear is showing up. Most of the time it's irrational, meaning it doesn't even need to be there. Okay, rational fear is like jumping out of an airplane with no parachute. Pretty logical to say you're probably going to be a little frightened. Most fears are irrational, like our body's constantly having some anxiety and we can't pin it why it is. Finding out why is very important. So here's some body language. If you are sitting here and you notice that your stomach is tight, that's fear. If you notice that your chest and your throat's tight, that's sadness. If you notice that your back and your neck is tight, that is anger. Now, I'm talking body language to you now. Now, here's the cool part. I've seen more miracles happen in seconds with itches and scratches, knowing body language, than I ever have with anything else. I've heard that depression equals past, anxiety equals fear, peace equals present. I would agree with that. For sure. Anxiety equals future. Yes. And fear. That's why they call the present the present. What about weight gain? I've put my weight after my mom passed away. Well, so understanding that when we have something of grievance that happens, that affects our pancreas and our adrenals. So when people have pancreatic cancer or they have adrenal cancers, that's deep-seated grief. So what I encourage and invite you to do, and I can help you with all this stuff. If you want to connect with me, I'll be glad to help you out in this. The first thing to do is give yourself permission to feel your feelings. Give yourself permission to feel your grief or your sorrow, and then to love your sorrow into your joy. You can use those word commands that I just said. You may actually even feel something just from the very fact of listening to me say it. If you say what I just said out loud, I give myself permission to feel my feelings. I love my sorrow into my joy. Watch what happens to your body and what your body does with itches and scratches or breathing. Say it out loud. Let me know what you notice, Anna. We'll stay on for about another 5 minutes and then we'll cut it. This is why meditation is good for everyone. Yes, I agree with that, my friend. And you were accurate. Doesn't matter who you're talking to from a high-level performer, meditation is a big deal for all of them. How do I reach you again? thinkgreatloseweight.com. And you can connect with me on Facebook. How do we get connected, Anna? And first off, for all of you that are on, for the new faces, I thoroughly appreciate you taking the time and investing it in yourself through me. I do trainings a lot. I do a lot of free trainings on top of that. Awesome. I'm grateful for you and I'm glad that we got connected and I would love to know how I can support you. So please make sure that you connect with me after we're done with our call so I can figure out how to support you best. Okay? Awesome. So for new people, just to kind of give you a little background, I'm 38 years young. I have been in the health and wellness field since I was 7. Yes, you're welcome, Rachel. I've done this my entire life. Like, this is what I love to do. Thanks, Chris. Not what I had to do. I was doing this stuff when it wasn't cool. I was lifting weights in the 7th grade. I had a gym membership in the 5th grade. So I have grown up doing this stuff. And I kind of realized at a young age that there was a lot more to food than just a protein, carbohydrate, or a fat. Yes, thanks, Chris. So I got into doing a lot of disease-specific nutrition reversals when my dad came down with prostate cancer. So I've got about 5,000 hours wrapped up into disease-specific things. Like if you catch me on Facebook, you'll see a ton of videos that I do on grocery store foods for days. I have 4 years. I probably have over 700 or 800 videos on Facebook. You can connect with us on Think Great Lose Weight on Facebook as well. And then you can reverse engineer. Go to Think Great Lose Weight on Facebook. And then reverse engineer my name backwards, and you'll see it on there, Brian Johnson. Faster that way. But back to just kind of giving you a little bit of an idea of where I come from. I have over 80,000 hours invested in this stuff because I love it. Like, I geek out on it big time. Like, I'm a huge body language nut. Like, I love helping people understand what's going on emotionally through pains. Through pains and through illness. And when those things show up, I've been blessed to understand what's functioning emotionally through itches and scratches, through language code, through amazing stuff. And what I get to do is serve high-level performers, moms and dads, people with diseases, thoughts on food preservatives killing good bacteria. I agree with that. Yes, I am familiar with Lewis Hay too. So what I get to do is help people integrate all the stuff that's common to me and most uncommon to most. I help them integrate all this stuff into their lifestyle. Teach them the mindsets, the skill sets, understanding body language, how to master your self-relationship so you can thrive and teach other people how to do it as well. Yeah, so hey, if y'all have liked any of the information, connect with me on thinkgreatloseweight.com. And right now, we're actually have a tuition drop of about 70% on our nutrition program. If you go to thinkgreatloseweight.com, you can actually see it for yourself. The code is on there. Allegra D will help with your scratching. Yeah, but well, here's the thing. This is not milk. It's Kangen water with liquid mint flavored chlorophyll. So hey, you're scratching though, Mac. I'm glad you said that. What most people don't understand is that 60% of our communication is done non-verbally, through tone, through body language, through itches and scratches. Those itches and scratches are not because you itch and scratch. Each one of those scratches with different fingers, with this side, with this part of your hand, that's all information. When I say that it is profound, I don't really have a better word to describe to you how amazing body language is and how I will put that skill against any skill on the planet because of how potent it is. Live Purpose Coach. I like that. Welcome. You're catching the back half, and that's okay. Is there any questions that any of you have right now that I can support? And if I don't know, I'll definitely tell you I don't know. So Live Purpose Coach, I would love to, I'll answer that for you. I would love to connect with you. If you go to thinkgreatloseweight.com, that's my site where you can go to my social media feeds, or you can go to Think Great Lose Weight on Facebook and reverse engineer Brian Johnson backwards. No, so this right here is Kangen water with a liquid mint flavored chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is a deodorizer, a detoxifier. It oxygenates your blood, and it looks like, yeah, it is. It's green water. And it basically detoxes your body. Like I use a lot of green chlorophyll. I drink a lot of Kangen water because I have a machine, and the water's amazing, for sure. So someone asked a question a few seconds ago about, what was it? I choose to remember. So was the information that I shared with you tonight helpful and useful? Definitely going to look you up. Awesome. I'm looking forward to connecting with you further, Rachel. And I'm grateful that you stopped by. Try that out with your insomnia. And also, too, with your insomnia, say the phrase, I choose to make this fun and easy 100 times a day verbally, and watch what happens with your anxiety and your insomnia. You should be able to resolve it pretty quick. Awesome. Any more questions? Recipe for chlorophyll water? Just go buy some chlorophyll at the store. Hey, when you connect on Facebook, shoot me a message because I maxed out on 5,000 people on my personal page. I will go and delete some people who aren't providing value, and I'll add you. And I need you to make sure that you message me and tell me that, hey, I was on your scope tonight and would love to be able to stay connected. And I will go and clear some space for you to make that happen. You definitely can connect with me on Think Great Lose Weight. That's our biz page. And then thinkgreatloseweight.com is our website. Awesome. Any other questions before I close this out? Think Great Lose Weight. Yes, but only one L or one O. Lose, not loose. Lose. L-O-S-E. Great question. Anyone have any questions that I can answer or maybe support you? Haha, whoops. That's okay. Hey, I'm not an amazing speller either, so it's all good. I know my blessings area, and anything I don't. Welcome, Marlene. Welcome back. Where'd you go? We missed you. Did you take off? Take care and thanks. Yes, thank you for stopping by, Mac. I appreciate it. What's tomorrow? Thursday? I probably will do another scope tomorrow. I'm just kind of in a teaching mood. Yes, Miss Dina, I'm in a teaching mood, and when I do, I kind of like just to roll with it. So more than likely, I'll do one, and I always do them at 8 o'clock p.m. So that's the best way. Yes, you're welcome, Socks Only, and hopefully your shoulder was better after conversation yesterday. So hey, let me ask you this. Found you. Awesome. Thank you so much. Shoot me a message so we can stay connected. So hey, Socks Only, I would love for you to give a brief description of how much different or how your experience was when you told me yesterday about your shoulder, and then I shared some things with you on body language and language code. Share with their group here what your experience was so they can kind of get an idea of if it's effective or not. Man, my nose is like, I will. So I'll just give you some context while Socks Only is hopefully writing something for you. I'm not sure if you're a guy or a girl, and I love you, so let me know which one it is, because Socks Only doesn't tell me much. So anyway, Socks Only, yesterday when I was asking everyone to comment in on their questions and things they would love some support on, the question was, hey, I'm having pain on my right shoulder, on the front of my chest, and towards around the back of my shoulder. It's all right. So what was going on was there was a burden. I believe it was a male figure, if I'm accurate. I'm glad, Anna, that's awesome. You came across by accident. There are no accidents, young lady. And I appreciate that. So her issue or his issue was burden with a male figure. And this is body language stuff that I can share with you. I was having a right pain. Brian explained body language after having me admit to some. Did your pain go away? Like from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like, I'm healed. And 1 being like, man, that was a joke. He should never do that again. Where do you Instagram follow? Yes, I do for sure. The B _ Johnson. And also too, Marlene, make sure you connect with me on Facebook. There I do a ton of videos on there. Unless you're already connected with me on Facebook. If you're not, go to thinkgreatloseweight.com. You can find all my social media feeds from there, or go to Facebook and go to Think Great Lose Weight, and then you'll see my name, Brian Johnson, in there in some of the posts, and you can reverse engineer. Make sure you send me a message, though, on Facebook, because I've got 5,000 people and I'm maxed out. I will go and delete some people so that I can add you into my tribe, so that way we can stay connected. I post a ton of videos. To kind of give you an idea, I post at least 2 a day. And a lot of what I talk about is grocery store food knowledge and healing, like why kiwis reverse asthma. Tonight, actually, I'm going to do one on deactivated Facebook. Definitely checking your website, though. Okay, awesome. I'm grateful to connect with you and grateful that you stopped by. So let me know how you connect or whatever. Male issues, it wouldn't let me type anymore. Yes. With him in seconds, my shoulder was at ease. Well, that's awesome. Hey, will you shoot a testimonial for me so I can use it on our website? And have been pain-free today. Boom! Will you shoot me a testimonial or write one for me so that way I can use it and help some other people out? I would be grateful if you did that for me. And you can write it or you can do video. Video is always better. If you do video, just shoot it landscape sideways. It's amazing how many people have experiences like this, and it's like pulling teeth trying to get them to do a testimonial. Welcome, I love Buddha, because they don't want to be on camera. I'm like, all right, well, just write it or audio it. Awesome. I'm glad that worked well for you. So any other questions that I can support and serve you with before we part? And what are some topics of discussion that you would love for me to kind of dig into and give you some more information on? Relationships with yourself, unforgiveness, mom, dad, dieting, nutrition, There's probably just about a variety of things that we could discuss, for sure. And I appreciate everyone's attentiveness. How to wake up? Yes, most ionizers, waters are all different prices for sure. How to wake up? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, thank you, Rachel. Look forward to connecting with you. Make sure you connect with me on Facebook and shoot me a message so that way I can get you tuned in. Body language, scratching, twitching. Okay, we can talk about that for sure. The question before that was how to wake up. How to get motivated to exercise. I get up at 4 for work and I'm a complete zombie. Man, that's tough, bud. What was your if user? IG? B or the, hold on. It should be the B _ Johnson. I'll tell you real quick, hold on. Yeah, it's the B as in Brian _ Johnson. Shoot me a message when you get connected. But yeah, so let's go back to talking about how to get up at 4 in the morning. Man, I'll be honest with you, that's tough. Especially if you're not sleeping well. You probably need to be in bed by like now. There's a product company that I use called Genesis Pure. If you're interested in checking them out, let me know and I'll send you my information so you can go and do it. They have amazing energy products that are healthy. They're alkaline. They don't strip your body of chemicals and strip your body of calcium and things in your bones, which is not good. Hey, Marlene, welcome back. That honestly may be one of the best ways to do it. Healthy, if you're talking about getting up and doing some exercise before, man, that would be the real way to do it. Even if it's just for 15 or 20 minutes. Getting yourself going. And one of the things too that I would really encourage you to try is use an affirmation before you go to bed. Like, I love waking up in the morning energized and ready to go. And when you say that, you're literally programming your subconscious mind to create that experience for you when you get up in the morning. That's one of the best ways you can do it, because you're empowering your subconscious. That makes sense? All right, any other questions? I appreciate all of you tonight. We've got a lot of new ones, and I've got my old faithful ones, and I love all of you, and I appreciate your time. Looking forward to sharing some more information because there's a ton. Man, I would say I like 7 to 8. I think my hours of sleep are from 10 to 5. Sometimes I sleep till 7 or 8. I injured my leg, so I probably will sleep till 7 or 8 tomorrow just to sleep it off and get it healed up. I would say if you're really looking to maximize your sleep, you need to be in bed by 10 o'clock, later, at the latest 11. So from 10 to 2, our pineal gland is what secretes melatonin during those time frames. If you miss your window, man, it's going to be tough getting to sleep because you're not going to have the chemicals in there to help you get into that type of sleep. That makes sense? Awesome. Well, all right, ladies and gents, that's all I have tonight. Hopefully all of you will connect. As soon as we're done, I'll be around on my computer for a little bit doing some stuff. You said, I choose to enjoy this and blank. I choose to make this fun and easy. Yeah. Great way to abbreviate that with that 100 because I finally caught it. I'm like, awesome. So I choose to make this fun and easy. Thank you. Yes, my pleasure. Glad to be able to provide some value for you. So, thinkgreatloseweight.com. My voice is going. I give myself permission to express myself. Interesting. It's coming back. It's body language. Connect with me on thinkgreatloseweight.com. That way we can stay in the loop. And I'm grateful for you. And I'm looking forward to investing more time with you and creating a lifelong relationship. So if there's any way I can help out, I'm an open door, completely transparent. Whatever you want to know, if you want to chat, talk, let's figure it out and see how I can help and support you. So have an awesome night. Glad I found you. Looking forward to connecting. Yes, I would love to connect with you as soon as we're done. Shoot me a message and let's chat it up and see how I can support you. So have an awesome night. God bless. And remember, if you don't make time for your wellness, you will make time for your illness. Bye-bye. I appreciate it. Had a great time with all of you tonight. Bye-bye.